Suz is going to be first up, trying to suss out these boys. It's going to be Kiosk first up with a big old hippo. Try to pull the hippo to the side. Going to be chip shot onto the hippo. Why you chip shot the hippo? Chip shot to Kiosk. It's an Orcs. He's not going to be able to, not going to be sitting stunts long at all. Running over there with his spear. Flash Scout still holding on strong. Suz Phantom Knivesing around. The pet doesn't generate your common points, does it? When you Phantom Knives, I know in dungeons, every enemy hit. Use your common points. Big Chakram. Oh, it just says huge explosion. He has evasion for it. Chakram's still kind of stuck on him. It is still spinning. I'm not sure why. Why is it continuing? Is it still damaging him? I think Chakram got bugged. I mean, it looks wicked cool, but it looked like he was still getting hit by it over and over and over and over and over. Kind of weird. But Suz getting a pretty big opener onto Kiosk, but it looks like it backfired. Kiosk had an even bigger go. Looks like he just kind of putting his pet way out there with survival of the fittest as the rogue opens up. It's going to be some damage reduction. Quick freeze onto the rogue as they still land a chip shot. Quick manic bandage for Kiosk. I don't know if Suz has a trinket or not. But Freezing Trap is going to be wearing off. Steel Trap to meet him. It's going to be diving into stealth for a second. Flare to keep the rogue out in the open. Another Chakram is available. Double grenades. Smoke bomb by Suz. Trying to create some line of sight to maybe escape. Going to be that harpoon. Suz is super low in health. It is going to be shot down with a kill shot. The rogue had himself like a really good setup for like CC. But I'm not really sure what happened afterwards. Nova onto Kiosk as he's trying to get away from the mage. Going to be a ring of frost to follow. Does he pop a trinket for it? Going to be big combustion with that trinket as well. Fireball, everything. Oh, what? No. Okay, so that trinket that he just threw out, that spiky little thing, the grenade, that thing now at highest item level does, you know how much damage? It's like 25,000 damage. You have 80,000 health. With combustion, it's 100% crit. So you did 50,000 damage from that trinket alone, which is cosmic damage. It goes to armor. Cosmic being like a mix of arcane, shadow, and holy. So it's just right through this health bar with a big combustion, big pyro on top of it. There goes Seaver trying to do similar thing. Does he get to stop Among Us in place? Looks like he goes for an ice block, trying not to take damage from the trinket. And Seaver did pop his own cooldowns with arcane power. Among Us blasting out Seaver with a fireball pyro blast. Seaver go for a bit of sipping cup with a Kyrian heal. Nova by Among Us blinks in at Seaver aggressively. Quick breath, but looks like he kind of resets behind the pillar, letting the Nova sit. Gonna be Arcana's hero by Seaver. Knock him. Among Us back. His soul shaves behind the pillar, trying to hug the pillar and try to stay as close as he can, waiting for some cooldowns until later. Silver did use arcane power. Among Us, I'm actually surprised. Among Us's combustion was spell stolen. Didn't they make it so the combustion cannot be? Why is it a combustion that can be spell stolen? I cannot remember, because I remember when they made Dark Soul Instability, Dark Soul Hysteria, Dark Soul for Warlocks in general, undispellable and unspell sealable. And I don't remember what they did, if they did that for all the other mage abilities. I'm pretty sure Arcane Power was one of them. Ice events, but apparently in Ice Form. Gonna be mages trying to spell steal shields from one another. It looks like Among Us. Neither does Seaver are playing the triple shield Lego at all. So both of them are playing more aggressive legendaries, which is very, very interesting to see. Polymorph onto Among Us is gonna be a Seaver, I think, dropping in the trinket, or maybe that was Among Us's trinket that did that. Big Arcana Sphere onto Among Us does go for a blink around. As he gets hit with Arcana Sphere out of poly. Radiant Spark on Among Us is polyed. Can't really go anywhere. Doesn't really have a good shimmer to get behind the pillar. It's going to be a lot of damage on a Seamark and actually got an Ice Block out of Among Us. So both of these mages defensively are fairly equal. Ice Block for Ice Block. Knockback after that Ice Block. Among Us is kind of low. Barrage to full. Is not going to be get him low enough with missiles right after. Super low. Might be a cauterize here. Try to go for Invis. Barrage is going to be able to get his cauterize out. Among Us trying to sit down for food. Another Barrage putting pressure on him. Trying to get himself a shield. A Seamark trying to spell steal it as soon as possible. Nova doesn't quite connect. More barrages out of Seamark. Spell stealing all the rest of the buffs from Among Us is going to be shit to power. As he's getting cooldowns back. Got himself a shield back up. He's going to have to fight for his spell steals here. He's gonna have to fight it in order to keep that shield, because Seaver can just remove it. But combustion coming down as a, well, I think it's almost like a course of desperation for Among Us. It looks like Seaver spell stole it and canceled the combustion. He didn't want Among Us to have it. He literally stole it, killed it, shut down the flames, and that's gonna be a barrage. Among Us. Oh my god, I didn't even alive. How do you even have health? Breath. Oh, the Seaver Nova. Among Us with no shields whatsoever. Oh my god. Arcane missiles from Seamark. As Among Us next to a trinket. Oh, he just stood next to the trinket. I'm not sure if you realize it. Maybe he was like, you know what? I'm out of cooldowns. I'm just gonna stand next to this trinket. I'm just gonna stand next to it. Maybe that's what happened. I'm not sure. Or maybe he was waiting out for Seawork. He didn't realize it's there. Either way, that was an interesting one. 50k damage. Yeah, it is a lot. Touch of the Magi by Seawork onto Wolfie. Lots of damage by the enhancement Shaman. Those Thunder. Seawork does go for a trinket. It's gonna be a quick temporal to give him a little bit of health. Wait, hold on. Whoa. How? What just happened? Okay, Seawork had like a slow measured game against the mage. It looked like we could see every single step they took. And what just happened there? Touch of the Magi and like the biggest barrage I've ever seen. Did anybody even catch that? I think that happened way too fast. My puny brain definitely missed it. Chicago is going to be up next. Just watch the fellow enhancement Shaman. Just getting absolutely rocked. It's going to have to find a way to deal with it. I'm not sure how that happened, but Seawork does blast him out of there. Trying to make the arcane dream work. Big blaster out of Chicago. Seawork has got himself tempered really early. Chicago trying to clean him up, trying to make sure Seawork is squeaky clean. No buffs available. Maybe might even try to purge off the ult of time. Looks like was able to. I was wondering for a second, like temporal used to work this way. Hit somebody with temporal, you take damage. Even if you purge temporal off, they still get the hell from it. But with ult of time, I guess you just don't get to be. I thought it would like force them to ult of time to where they were, but no, it doesn't work like that. For some reason I thought they were very, very similar, because I guess they are in sense similar. The reverse damage. Gonna be Chicago trying to purge whatever buffs you can from Seawork. Full arcane power is available. It's gonna be a big blast out of Seawork with arcane power to follow. Cat himself, the Arcana Sphere does he landed. It's gonna be a slow in Chicago. Does it get hit? Oh, does get tipped, but it looks like it barely took any damage from the Arcana Sphere. Is it me or does it feel like Arcana Sphere sometimes does good damage and sometimes does no damage? Because I literally did not see Chicago's health go anywhere when he got booped. It felt like it was just a glorified knockback with some charge up. Like, is it just me? I feel like that thing should hit him real hard every time, but I don't know. There's got to be no trinket or no stun totem for a second. Trinket out of Seawork. I think for this for the Sunder. Gonna be the ult of time. Chicago needs to purge it as fast as possible. Is it gonna be a polymorph? I think trying to spend the globals trying to purge it, did not get an intro, but I don't know if they really needed to. Seawork with a trinket, Radiant Spear, Radiant Spark. Gonna be huge damage. Chicago taking lots of damage. Big barrages out of Seawork. That's going to be still continuous damage from Seawork trying to get barrages going. Chicago with a wall actually getting kind of low in health. That Cosmic Trinket really does shift the narrative here. Healing surges around the corner, maybe with the biggest Arcana Sphere. Chicago does dare to dodge it. Still pretty low in health, trying to get some healing surges. This Seawork blink in. Actually uses the Goblin Rachel to try to maybe get an interrupt onto Chicago with an ult time in case things go bad. Chicago with no mana whatsoever. And that Kevin Slime is going to get barrage with missiles. Ice block for Seawork as he dips really, really low. Chicago behind the pillow looking for that reset. Got the totem down for a self-heal. That is going to empower their healing if they're running that restoration through a conduit. Every time you drop down a healing spring totem, I think it empowers your next Riptides, Healing Wave, or Healing Surge, which you do have access to Healing Surge as an enhancement Shaman. The attack will work. Big Elite Blast into the back of Seawork. Has ult time for these Ghost Raptors. Trying to deal with the damage that is going to be able to ult time. Maybe land a polymorph on Chicago. Does drop down a Grotting Totem. And I think Seawork is going to be zapped down. Yeah, there's only so much you can do. That setup by Seawork was perfect. At that point, you're just hoping everything crits. Because outside of that, Chicago is going to end up whittling you down. As a Shaman, as an enhancement Shaman, you have plenty of healing, plenty of purges, plenty of grounding totems that are fairly short cooldown, a decent defensive to deal with the majority of the damage, as well as an interrupt out of such short CD. Sunder with a stun. Archie get a stun himself, so Chicago preset that stun pretty well. Into a knockback into Archie with an Elite Blast right after. And Chicago, I think, with a zap, unless it was Archie with a zap. Archie using the new 9.2 trinket that lets him offset of 50% of the damage he takes as magic damage into a shield. This back is so bad. Seawork, he did so well with it though. He did so well with Arcane. It is as well as it could, my guy. Archie getting kind of low. Chicago, wait, did he end up taking him out? Archie is super low health. Trying to go for a bit of healing. Wait a second. Archie had a ton of. Oh, my goodness, Chicago. Him and Archie have been going a bit of a back and forth, always fighting each other's honorable Shamans. And there goes Chicago taking that one. Gonna be Krongsu. Next up, disarm to Chicago with a couple of spikes, taking him out. Gonna be Fleshcount and Snazzy trying to deny the Fleshcount by the rogue. Gonna be that gouge out of Krongsu. Does he have a kidney shot? He does not, so he's actually just gonna keep the pressure rolling onto Snazzy. With an evasion, he can't really respond. Kidney shot onto Snazzy, trick us out of it. Kidney shot back onto Krongsu, trick us out of it with blind. Snazzy is now CC. Does he have DRs and saps though? That is my question. Sap DR? Oh, no sap DR. Wait, Krongsu might just win this. If he just saps him out and cheap shot him to a kidney shot, I don't think Snazzy has an answer. Gouge him just for to get an extra common point. He gouged him just for a freebie common point. Kidney shot. Says there's nothing. Absolutely no way. Cheap shot with advantage. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. He just cheesed him a little bit there. Yo, Seamark popping off. Chicago getting the kill versus Ari, which kind of turned around. Surprised on that one. Among Us popping off with a biggie damage. And then we also Kiosk to play. I think everybody gets to play this game. No, Polymolly did.